day. From SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports.
After 5 seasons playing in Carson, the Chargers have a new home, and it's the beautiful new SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Atlanta Falcons and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Here come the Falcons, and at the helm, their starting quarterback since the day he was drafted back in 2008. Their all-time leading passer, Matt Ryan.
Just 4 weeks left in the regular season, and he has to be firmly in the driver's seat for the MVP award.
Yeah, as the month of December wears on, we'll see how this all shakes out, and the debate will certainly heat up. But he's done everything they've asked of him.
Wouldn't you love to be in his head right now, though, to see what he's thinking, how much this is affecting him? Is he thinking about it at all? Are his teammates talking to him about it? He's dealing with a little bit of pressure, though, even though he's right now the #1 guy.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. He was credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. A gain of a yard. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
When you throw it as often as Matt Ryan does, you're going to face some pressure. And he tied for the most sacks last year with 48 as he got sacked there again. But he also led the league in completions. A little bit of feast and famine when Matt Ryan goes back into the pocket.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Caught on the right side by Jones. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure they didn't give him much run after catch.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So here come the Chargers as they get set for their first drive. Leading them out, the number 6 overall pick back in April from Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And the first drive, 3 and out. 2nd possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They're kind of getting a look at it, get a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. A quick 1st down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. Atlanta. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Calvin Ridley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead.
And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
He is good.
Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Nothing.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. No return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 15 carries, 65.
Well, we know they've clinched a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play, and I'm a proponent of continuing to do what you've done throughout the season, especially with teams that are heavy run teams, because if you throttle back too early, you lose the rhythm with the run game, not just with the runner, but with the offensive line as well.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way.
Clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. On 1st down, it's Gurley. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Falcons!
Todd Gurley on the carry.
Todd Gurley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
The ball carrier.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35.
For a Chargers.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Flushed out right. He'll get that complete to Reed. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss in the tackle.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Todd Gurley.
Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 7.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Gurley. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Brought down by Drew Tranquill.
One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Chargers, nothing.
Nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And here's Hoffrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. 42-yard. Punt 6 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The attention shifts back to Justin Herbert and the Chargers offense. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the second quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Yeah, you mentioned those 2 picks. No touchdown passes yet either. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
He's going to look for Allen. It's caught inside the 25. And marking down all the way inside the Atlanta 20. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 45 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A first carry now for Kofani Muhammad. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and
on second down, Muhammad. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
ball carrier.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Okay, CD, second quarter, look at their deficit and where they're at on the field. They're going for this, right?
I think that they are because down at this point, they've just made that big move. Ride the momentum wave while you can. I know people think, hey.
And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. On third down, Ryan. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Fielded at about the 28. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And we spotlight Keenan Allen as he gets set to go back to work. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
3rd and 7.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger first down.
The 47-yard line.
Herbert on first down now. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time, and that'll bring up second down.
Brings up
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Muhammad. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. Now let's listen in on the call.
Offense.
Come on, man.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
On second down, here's Herbert. Open man is Reed. He's got it. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
First and 10.
That certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Clock keeps moving.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7.
32-yard line.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Herbert now.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Intentional grounding, offense.
In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Throw's going to be incomplete. Joe Reed, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll run it. This is Muhammad. And he gets it down to the 32. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on fourth down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley. This will be from 49 yards out. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
Chargers 10.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal for the offense. 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
And our attention shifts to Todd Gurley. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Ryan. Caught on the right side by Treadwell. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Ryan. That's caught by Treadwell. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 6.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, Ryan. Left side completion to Jones. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the play.
Well, if my calculations are correct here, and I think that they are, he's not.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And picked up by the Chargers. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
On the play. Recovered by
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff?
Yeah.
Serve as your running play that way. as well as continue to feed him football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Now the Chargers will use the second of the... timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. From the 2 now, second and goal. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, as the first half is winding down, and the Chargers have taken the lead. You do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
14. Mike Badger.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Matt Ryan and the Falcon offense set to get going again. But a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now, his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the shotgun, Ryan. Looking right side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Ryan. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will tie things at 17 all. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where it was the Panthers who were able to come away with a home victory. 17-3, the final score. From there, we take the long trip across the country, about as far as you can go. Check on the Seahawks in Seattle, and they have the lead over the visiting New York Jets. DK Metcalf, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. and they were losers in that one to the visiting.
All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Graham Gano set
and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
third and 9.
Herbert off of play action. And it's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on third down. Didn't get beyond them, no pickup.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
First down.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
First down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Complete.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throwing again, Ryan. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown.
Complete to number 18.
Calvin Ridley with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Falcons have broken our tie.
On for the extra point.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the Falcons grab it.
Recovered by the kicking team.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
On first down, Ryan. That is caught at the 7. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
First and goal.
23 yards, the final tally.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football. Taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. On the carry, it's Muhammad. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 9 big yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4.
17-yard line.
They go again with Muhammad. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
He's brought down.
And now they're in the hurry-up on 3rd down. Muhammad. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
So after the defense gets you the ball on a takeaway and a fumble recovery of their own, you've got to reward them, don't you? You've got to stay out on the field, give them a chance to rest, and how about doing it the way they did it, running the football and picking it up on 3rd down.
Yeah, would not have wanted to go 3 and out. They avoid that right there.
Yeah, they avoided the glares as they went back to the bench, didn't they?
They'll throw into the arms of Allen. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
1st and 10 at the 40.
On 1st down, Muhammad. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ball carrier.
Nice satisfying run up 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Muhammad. A pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Muhammad, the ball carrier.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
16-yard line.
Herbert operating from the red zone. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
14 more yards. That's another Chargers 1st down.
Now it's SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter.
For the Chargers.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Falcons offense making their way onto the field. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. From the gun, Ryan. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Melvin Ingram, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. 3rd and long, it's Ryan. He'll drop this underneath to Gurley. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
33 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. A scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. So he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
The ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hope we'll get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
He's brought down by Deion Jones.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, ends up spilling it for a loss.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. We'll get that complete to Reed. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 23. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Muhammad. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Taken down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the 1st half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. They needed a yard. They got it. 1st down. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10.
At the 10-yard line.
They'll try the left side. Muhammad. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. They'll try to pick up the 1st with Eckler. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. And he knocks it through. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Badgley, the kickoff for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Operating from the gun. Ryan dumps it off to Gurley.
Ryan's pass.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play you made there in the open field.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
A gain of 12.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Bryant's pass taken in by Ridley. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
Ryan's pass.
First down now, but that clock rolling. To throw again is Ryan. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Here's Ryan. And that is incomplete here. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, and it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Muhammad. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on 3rd. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Here's Ty Long now as he's on to punt for L.A. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return.
1st and 10.
So Ryan and the Falcons down by 7, a little over 50 seconds remaining. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. The killer here is complete. Out across midfield down to the 45. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. And he finds a man with a crossing route.
Ryan's pass.
He got 29 yards that time. From the gun, Ryan. And he's going to find
It's complete. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough. Trying to drop a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right, where you get a little bit of extra and you get a chance to run them a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
So for the Chargers, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right